your food is the key. Make sure you're getting the right rest, and listen to your body. You know, these are all like keys to training smart. It's like all right, 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 all right. So we are live. It is we're 2 weeks complete into the Armor program, the third go round, putting on size. Um, what do we work today? Of course, we work legs. That's always the third and final workout of the week. Um, we are currently doing 3 days, 3 days a week, and taking our time because, like I said, we're not trying to burn. We're trying to put on size right now. So really focusing on that, um, and enjoying the process. You have to enjoy. So we have completed 2 weeks. We did legs. This week we did arms. Real quick, tough, do some arms. And what else did we do? I think we did back. We did back. We worked the upper part of the back. There's a little time restrictions with that, but still was able to get that training in. Like I said, it's all about the squeeze and the development. So we were able to get the upper back developed. The reason we've been really busy today. If you check, you'll see been a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff that's going to be upcoming. If you paid attention, like I said, we've shown glimpses in there. Despite the humidity, the changes of the weather, there's a new post on YouTube. You search Omega Red 76. There's new dialogue there. Yeah, and we're rolling. 2 weeks in, 6 weeks to go. The meals are where they are. I'm loving what I'm doing with the meals. Again, variations. Some people be on the diet, they have the same meal throughout the week. I am not that way. I have a variation of meals because I eat so much. And I tend to get bored with it, so I like to have a variety of foods. So, yeah, so I like to have a variety of food, so it's a lot of food intake that I be really taking in. So, um, just having fun with it, and really enjoying the process, which is the most important. Uh, Much love to everyone who is supporting, constantly watching, checking it out from afar. We staying consistent with it, and it's growing. I'm happy with everything of what is going, the journey. I am enjoying all of it. Like I said, to be able to do this is beautiful. It's like for you to be able to do something that you're passionate about, that you love doing. Um, There's nothing better than that. You find what you love doing and you do it. The reason why I got on today is I want to talk about training smart. Of course, I've talked about this before, but like I said, I like to reiterate. I like to go over things. When you are training and you have your goal as to what you're trying to do, you should be able to fine-tune things no matter what your schedule is. I know life happens, some things are out of our control, but even then, it's for that moment. It's not the long term. You know, you stay consistent, you get out of it. So when you're training, you want to train smart. You want to make sure you're squeezing. Make sure you have that dialogue. Like when you really, like. Yes, because you can have like a small gym set. You can have resistance bands, and you can really get yourself a fine-tuned, good training session in for that day. You know, depending on how you focus on your training. If you're training smart, um, you have to really balance that out. You have to listen to your body. When you're training smart, you're listening to your body. You're making sure you're feeding it properly for what you're doing. If you decide that you want to go all crazy at 100%, you know, because some days I feel that way, then you actually want to make sure you feed yourself to balance that, you know, because you're really tearing. So, but a lot of people have injuries because of that, like knickknacks. I have, I had I had a couple owies, but nothing stopped my training. I just lowered the weight because, maybe it didn't feel comfortable, but I didn't want to take the day off. So what I did was keep pushing. And you feel that you've got an effective workout for that day. And then there's some days where you just like, today is not the day. My body is telling me to rest, and you rest. But for the most part, you should be able to, you know, check your ego, make sure your nutrition is on point, and when you're training, train smart. Make sure you're using the proper techniques, the proper form, you're breathing properly, squeezing, and make sure you can have cheap reps. There are some days you just want to. I just did it recently doing my legs. I working on my hamstrings because they're not where I want them to be still, and I packed on some weight and I wanted to see what I really could do. And by my third set, which was surprising, I got stronger. I was like, that's crazy. So that's why I said it's the person, and that's because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to know my quads. I have no issues with. My hamstrings I wanted to bring out, and I was like, let me see. And I banged on some more weight, and I seen what I could do. And because my quads, which didn't surprise me, I went up in numbers. Each set I went up. If I did 12, I did 13. If I did 13, I did 15. I went up. Each set. Didn't surprise me. I always did that with quads. What happened was when I was doing it with my hamstrings, that's when it got, I was like, wow, with your hamstrings, that's when you realize you really, I went up on my hamstrings, and that is contributed to proper training and nutrition. So it's not hard. It's easy. It should be fun. It should not be like doing something you don't like doing, but you're doing it. You should be having fun doing it, but just make sure you do it proper. Make sure you have the right technique, the right form, and like I said, nutrition is your food is the key. Make sure you're getting the right rest, and listen to your body. These are all like keys to training smart. It's like, because a lot of people, they get in there and they throwing all the weights, and then they looking around and it's like, what are you doing? Is it for you or is it for someone else? Like, and I'll see people, I've gone in the gyms and seen people look at me because I'm moving the weight I'm moving, but I'm not doing the reps that they're doing. And they're like, well, what the heck is he doing? I'm strength training. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing? Why are you doing 22 reps? I mean, you could do 1 rep, 2 reps at your max weight and wake up your nervous system. But to each his own. You got to learn on your own. So that's why I said what I'm doing is putting on that size. I'm bulking, which is why this program I love. Out of all the 4 programs I did last year, this is the one I'm staying on until next year. God willing, I'm staying on this program. 2022, I'll make a decision if I want to cut or if I'm like, I ain't satisfied, I want more size. So, but yeah, when you're training, make sure you're smart, using your brain. Make sure that you're really slowing down. If you can bang them out fast, challenge yourself. Bang them out slow. Like slow it down. Like slow the reps down. See how that feels. Put on more weight. See how that feels. Lighten the load. See how that feels. Like change it up, you know, and see how your body changes to it. Challenge yourself. So, uh, it's one of the things I wanted to touch on when I got on the day. It just was like on me, like, because I'm seeing like, I check out here and there, I check out some stuff, and I'll see like people, they breaking all-time highs, and that's great. I saw somebody just do deadlifts for, I don't know what that weight was. That's great. But when you saw like what was going on, like was it a battle? What was going on there? Like, everybody's putting these videos out of them just outrageous. It's like you don't have to be outrageous, but it's up to you. Just make sure you're smart, not like 2 days later or a week later you're talking about, remember I did that, I injured myself. You don't want to do that. So just make sure you're training smart, making sure you're eating properly for what you're doing, and let's get better. Let's get better. Like I said, go to the website. You already know what that's all about. Go to the website. Like I said, stay tuned. There will be changes for most people that have joined. You'll be first ones to know what's going on. There'll be something secretly given to you guys for YouTube. You'll know before it even comes. And everybody else, just stay tuned. Continue to support. Watch this growth develop. It's continuing to grow. For those who are watching, like I said, one-on-ones, you just leave yourself an email. We can keep you moving. Or if you don't want that, you just want to learn how to get, and you think you got a general idea based off the information that's being put out there. Check out the videos, the information. There's plenty of content that is out there on here, as well as YouTube, Instagram, all that. Even on Iron Sacrifice on the YouTube channel, I talk about a lot of that stuff as well. And again, it's about growth. So like, I'm gonna be very busy in the upcoming days. Like tomorrow, I'll be very busy. But again, love this. Love it. You have to love it. You have to be committed to it. You have to love it. You have to be passionate about it. You have to really know. You have to do it when no one is like even, I don't feel like it. You like, I mean, yeah, I'm going, yeah. So make sure that you, when you're training, train smart. Listen to your body. If you decide on this day I'm going to do all this, but when you wake up you don't feel that way, who you trying to prove it to? Don't hurt yourself. Take your time and do what you do. Do what you can, because you might push yourself and injure yourself. So make sure you're being smart about it. Make sure your supplements are up to par. So pretty much all I wanted to cover right now. Like I said, go to the stories, my stories live, YouTube. There's new video, like I said, new video up today. And like I said, to the people who are continuing to support, just checking it out, watching, much love to you all. And to the next video, have the best day ever.